Hey everybody, Debbie Starr here. Wanted to jump on and record a quick video just talking about how to use global assets as you're building out your funnels and your pages. So I'm inside of Funnel Gorgeous here under the funnels and website area here. And here's all of these different funnels and templates. And as always, when you're first starting out, make sure you clone or make a copy before you start working in it. Then you've always got the original to come back and reuse here. So I have a little test one that I'm just going to open up. And this particular funnel has 4 pages or 4 steps. You're bringing people to a webinar registration page, a broadcast page, order form, confirmation form. Okay. So let me go ahead and edit that first page. And it's a pretty simple page just with a few sections. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll notice most of the sections are in green. But down here at the bottom, we have one and it's actually in purple. And then it's telling us it's a global section and it's named it webinar footer. So global means that normally it will live across all of your pages. Now you can build these, any section that you want, and then bring them into other pages, other funnels if you want. So, excuse me. On this one, what I did was I actually I changed, I put my website here at the bottom. And when I saved it, it prompted me saying, are you sure you want to do this? Because it's going to update the rest of the sections. And I said, yes. So again, if I wanted, I don't know, let's just say the terms and conditions, I'm going to make it in blue. Notice I get this little warning saying changes made in the global section will appear on all the pages. And that's what I want. And if I come up here and if I click the save button, it's warning me again, you've made changes into a global section. Is that what you want? And yes, it is. I'm going to go ahead and say, okay. If I come up here to the top right little 9 cube square and open that, here's all the pages in this funnel. So now if I go to the webinar broadcast page and I scroll down to the bottom, notice my terms and conditions, it's in bold now because it took that change and applied it to all the global elements. Now, I want to point out this is an interesting, I'm not for sure why it was designed this way, but I just want to show you. When I go to the third page, the webinar order form, when I come down here, notice it's a global section, but it has a different title, Webinar Footer 2. So the last 2 pages actually have a different global footer. So that's just showing you that you can, even though you're using a global element, you can basically bring it in on all of them and then change it out later if you want to something else. All right. To create a global element, super easy. So let me just come up here to section, excuse me, and I'm just going to add a section and I'm going to make it a full width section and I'll just drag it in. And then I'll just, I'm just going to do it really easy here. And let me just add an image. So basically I'm just, it's kind of like making a header. So I'm going to pause this for a quick second and add my image. Okay, so I've just added an image up here. Now, if I wanted to manage my sections, because notice this is a section, it's in the green. So green just means a regular section. So I could save this and make it a global section so that it's available. And then I could bring it in on all of my pages if I wanted to. One other thing that I like to do, I should have mentioned it, is whenever I'm building and I'm bringing in sections, I like to name the sections. So if I just click on this second section here over here to the left, it just says it's section. If I click on the next one, if they're short pages, it's not a big deal. But if you're building out global sections, or if you're working on a sales page that's pretty long, it's nice to name your section so you know what you're working on. So this first little section that I inserted the little image over here, I just named it. I said header section. So just a little side note there. But if you come up here to the sections and you click on manage sections, notice here now, because I renamed this to header section, I know exactly what that is. Down here at the bottom, my footer section, it was already named, but again, I always like to name all of my elements, so it's good to have them. Then over here to the right, you can always duplicate sections, so it's a quick way as you're building out your page. But notice this is supposed to be like a little floppy disk. It's a save button. When you click that, you can do a couple of things. You could save it as a template, or you could save it as a global section. Okay, so if there's something that you want to use across a lot of different pages, you could save it as a template, Starr Consulting funnel header template or something. All right. If I want to save it in a global section, that global section will allow you to apply it to all of these pages. So here, maybe if I just want to call it, it's my header section. All right. And then just save it. And now do you see what happened? Now it's turned to this purple color instead of green. And now if I want to apply this to another page, I could just go, excuse me, I could just go to another page here. So this is my last page, and I could add a section. And then over here, I have this option of a global section. And now here's all the different global sections that's being used on this page. And I'm just going to grab my header section and drop it in. And then there it is. So I don't have to do any formatting or anything. Everything's good to go. Again, just as a reminder though, because it's a global item, if I make a change on this page, any other page that I've used this section, it will save it on that page also. All right. And then, of course, my motto in life, save early, save often, because you never know when the computer is going to hiccup for you. So I hope that was helpful. I was just working on some pages and I thought I would share that with you. Again, you can create global sections. They're great to use for headers, footers, or anything that you might use multiple times. And basically you get your formatting done once, one and done, and you're good to go. All right, I'll see you in another video.